Good morning, Lana Scott Lighthouse. Y'all are going to have to forgive me. I just did a huge meditation. It was online, but I got to connect to one of my earliest memories. And I've already known for a long time what my earliest memory was. So nobody laugh at me, but my earliest memory is standing up in my bed. I was less than a year old, and I was screaming bloody murder. My daddy came in the room. It's my first memory of my father. And I always assumed that because I was screaming my head off, he picked me up and spanked me. But in the middle of this meditation, I actually felt him pick me up and hug me and pat me and say, "It's okay, it's okay, it's okay," trying to get me to go to sleep. He didn't get mad. I always thought that he did, but he didn't. So I connected to this memory and was told to put into a ball of light and to put it in my heart anytime I needed to go to it. And while I was in the process of doing that and seeing that in my head, they said something about connecting to your higher self. And I actually saw my higher self with wings. And I realized in an instant that in between this life and the previous life of whoever I was before, for a time, I was an angel. And that's the overwhelming sensation that I got. Y'all can call me crazy. I don't care. I just know what I saw in my mind's eye. I had wings. I actually had wings that came out like this. And I smiled at myself. And I took this memory and put it into a ball. It was supposed to be just a ball of light, but it turned into a big pink ball. Which pink is love, guys. In heart space. And I actually saw it come out of this body as a memory and go into a white ball and turn into a pink ball. And then the angel that I saw, that was me from a previous life, she smiled, she kissed my forehead. Mind you, the meditation was still going, but this is what I was experiencing. And then she took that that pink ball, and she smiled, and she put it into my heart. So to me, that was my higher consciousness telling me, yes, you got this memory wrong, but it also proves a point. It also proves that some of your misconceptions of your parents was wrong. So sometimes earliest memories, guys, are a good thing to go back to, because, and especially in meditation, because then it can tell you some truths, universal truths about yourself you did not know. I always assumed that because I was little and screaming my head off, that my dad automatically picked me up, spanked my ass and said, "Lay down and go to sleep." But he didn't. He picked me up and he said, "It's okay." And I could actually see his neck with my little baby eyes, and I could feel him pat me, and I could feel my little arms going, trying to hug my dad. How kids 9, 10 months, when they're first trying to learn to stand up, that's about how old I was. And I saw it clear as a bell. And then my higher self says, yes, this is a true memory. And the ball went from white to pink and then got put into my heart, which is why and when I came to the end of the meditation and then saw my higher self come in, and then I became one again. When I opened up my eyes, I couldn't even hardly open up my eyes, and tears just poured out of my eyes. I didn't even know I was crying. So I was like, wow, this is awesome. I've got to talk about this. So guys, make sure you try out some other meditations out there. Make sure you try to, because for me, that was actually a very healing thing. And I just got done doing this, so you're going to forgive me because I've been crying because my nose I didn't even know I was crying until the end of the meditation. But it made me realize on a soul level that no matter what trauma I went through as a little kid, because we always go through trauma when we're little kids. Either, different things happen to us, our family, and our families, and we go through a lot of different things. But what I was able to capture was that feeling of love from my father, which I always had a problem with it when I was a little kid because he was gone a lot. He was a commercial fisherman that was gone for weeks at a time. So I didn't have daddy love and it's not because I was being neglected. It's because of the work that he did. For commercial fishermen, when it's time to go out and catch fish to make a living, to feed your family, of course they bring some home for us, but they're gone a lot. And if you have a father or a mother, because women do it too, that work a job where they're not home much, it doesn't mean that they don't love you. They're trying to provide for you. So to me, this was just a really big, huge thing. But the other thing was, too, is that it also let me know that at some point in between lives, I was doing divinity's work. Which may explain kind of to me, actually it does explain to me kind of why I get so emotional about people, animals, places, and things. I always thought it was just because I was a sucker for a sob story. Well, maybe I am, but maybe it's because at some point I was doing divinity's work, or source's work, or higher power work, where in between lives I was helping to save people, animals, or my energy was going to help people that have passed. Who knows? I just know that it felt like at some point I was doing, I was doing work on the other side to help other souls. Because when people, you have to remember that when you die, your consciousness goes on. When I talk about soul growth, that's what we're talking about, is your soul. We're not talking about your physical body. This body will die, but this will not. So you got to think about that. For all the crap that we go through to learn and grow as human beings, when you die, you join the rest of Source. You become another light in the darkness. You become another light in the ether, and we're all part of that. We're all connected, and this is a spirit. I'm a spiritual being having a human experience, having a human connection with other humans. And the point is for your soul to grow, to go to that higher place, and to have gotten that little mini vision that at one point I had wings. And I don't know that it means I was actually technically an angel. I just felt like it meant that it was telling me that my higher consciousness was actually doing some kind of work on a divinity level at some point in my existence. Because if any of you listen to Dolores Cannon, and I like Dolores Cannon. She's been passed on for a long time now, but her stories and her experiences as a hypnotherapist are out there. Look her up. I have found a lot of things that she helped connect dots for me. Let me go blow my nose. Connect dots for me and make sense to me. Help me make sense of some things that have happened over my lifetime. Oh. All right, Sky, you gotta move. I know Sky doesn't like to. Get up there. Get up there. Sky does not like. Because I sit here and my energy's here in this seat. That's where she always wants to be. So guys, I just want y'all to realize that there really are other meditations and things out there that you should do, because you never know when something's going to come up that you're going to realize something you needed to know. And frankly, we all of us are going to die one day. So why not find out some truths for yourself to help make this life a better life? So I'm going to do a reading for y'all this morning. I didn't get one done yesterday because last night, and actually I'm going to show it to y'all. This is my cauldron. Can you see it? Let me back up. This is my cauldron. And me and a friend last night did a burning ceremony in it. And we wrote down everything we wanted to banish out of our lives. And then we set them on fire in the cauldron here in the camper. And then after it was all died down, we both wrote out what we wanted to banish and get rid of. And then we took it outside and we did a little throwing it to the universe, letting the universe take it all away. All the negativity, all the whatever was it. I had a list and she had a list. And we didn't share our lists because they're not required to do that. And in my mindset, there were some things I wanted to purge, including feelings of past people, places, and things, all the way back home, here, just from this point backwards, things that I wanted to get rid of that I no longer wanted to sit on me. I wanted to forgive, let go, get rid of. I keep talking to y'all about doorways. And and anytime you can step through a new doorway and start something new and let something in the past go, every time you start over, you've gone through a doorway. Okay? Maybe in meditation, you could envision yourself going through a doorway. Rather, it's a really cool archway that you come up with, or a little fairy door. Okay? Whatever kind of doorway. It doesn't matter. It can be a camper doorway. It can be your house doorway. Whatever doorway you can imagine. Okay? Anytime you want to step through a doorway, you can do that in meditation. To start afresh and let everything negative go. Put it in a ball of light and send it off into the universe and ask the universe to transform it into something good and positive to heal the earth, heal other people, heal your own heart, whatever. Guys, we are limitless in our ability to imagine a way forward to a better future for ourselves. So meditation is just one of them. So you can draw something, you can chant something, you can sing something, you can get together with some friends and, go on an adventure on the beach and draw symbols in the sand, let the waves take it away. Guys, you are only limited by your imagination. So find some way to get a new lease on life, to get new hope, to let go of sorrow, pain, anything that, even if you don't know what it is, you can always write down anything that happened to me in my childhood that I don't remember that is causing me trauma and affecting me today. I release and let you go. Write that down on a piece of paper and set that bitch on fire. And and put it in something that like a cauldron or some kind of metal pot, something that doesn't burn. Even a steel pot that you have in the house you cook with, or a crock pot. Set it on fire, then take the ashes, throw them to the wind, tell the universe, here, take this negativity and release it. I release it, and then I transform this into something positive for the universe. Universe, it's up to you. You take it and do something good with it. You're only limited by your imagination. Lena Scott Lighthouse. Be a light in the darkness, guys. I am along my spiritual journey. Every time I try something new, I'm coming up with new ideas, new ways, new things. And if I can do it at my age, you sure as hell can too. Be a light in the darkness, guys. We are all meant to shine.